welcome to another Volume 1 Community Live. Welcome. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Today, we have a jam-packed show for you. Just for you.
You know what I forgot?
What?
Halloween sound.
Oh, we got to get some Halloween sounds. Speaking of Halloween, shout out Megan, the goat. Look at this freaking studio. Look, I got a freaking ghost behind me. I got some freaking some hanging skulls, cobwebs. The sword, the berserk sword is covered in purple caution tape. Yoko's gun covered in purple caution tape. She really went all out. It looks stunning.
Thank you.
Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Spooktober is here.
It is here. I did it yesterday on the 1st.
It looks great. It really does look great.
Thanks.
Did we show off the edging of the shelf over there too?
Oh,
the little orange right there on the manga shelf.
I was like, wait, what are you talking? I don't know if the camera reaches that far, but it does.
Yeah, I was really, really, really impressed with how it came out. Every year you kill it, you crush it, and this year is no exception. It's Spooktober, and as is tradition, although some years were better than others, and some years we suck. As is tradition on Volume 1, the channel, we try every October to cover some spooky things.
And we are keeping up to that. We are keeping up to that on the freaking 2nd. Whoa.
Just barely 2 days in, and we've already released our first Spooktober themed video, our reaction to Uzumaki episode 1.
Yes.
And I mean, I guess it's kind of a spoiler. Not really, but like, it was good. We liked it. A lot. A lot.
To the point where we're just going to do that first episode because we got to see what's going on. And then I was like, I kind of want to watch them all.
I know. I want to watch more too. And
I kind of want to watch them all.
It kind of led us into the topic for, we have a lot of stuff to talk about, but it led us into the main topic of the conversation later today, which is when it comes to anime like Uzumaki and even Pluto and so many others, anime specifically with longer productions, like, are those weights like worth it for the elevated animation quality, or does it take away from the series by decreasing hype? Does that even matter? Is it more about the final product? We just want to kind of have a casual conversation about that topic. That's the question we're going to be asking ourselves and you today. But we got a lot of other stuff to get to too.
Yes.
Before we get into like the show proper, I do want to say our Uzumaki reaction came out. Like we mentioned, please.
It's out.
If you haven't watched it, watch it. Click on it. Play it in the background. Things like that don't do as well as other things on our channel. So all the love, all the support.
And
matters.
I'm going to be taking on. I don't have the horn. I was just gonna think it's funny. I'm going to be leading
the charge
with more editing, and this was one of the first reactions that I edited for the Patreon members and the YouTube members, both
fully completely
by myself, solo dolo. And yeah, and a little fun fact as well.
Mm-hmm. Go off. I love it.
I guess this will be like my opening thoughts, or like I forget the format that we did, but this will be a little bit going into that.
Personal updates or weekly peeves.
Personal updates, yes. We watched it in the sub. We watched it in the sub, and the subtitles are white. And if you don't know, Uzumaki is completely black and white. So there are some times, even for us, when it was like we were reading it and you really had to focus on it because it kind of would like mix in with the anime. And it was even hard for us. So as I was editing, I was like, there's no way this is going to be watchable. Like, there's no way, unless you completely understand Japanese, like, there's no way you're going to be able to read it, especially with a mask on. The
mask on, mask off.
Mask on, mask off. You're not going to be able to read it. So my crazy ass got the dub version and synced them up. This is like, a little sneak peek into behind the curtains. That's what I was looking for. I couldn't remember it. And I had to like sync it up exactly to the cuts and like make sure the lips were like moving at the right time. It was a bitch and a half. I spent probably 3 hours on it. But it's all for you. It's all for you, Damien. You know that reference. It's the Omen.
I don't know.
It's the Omen, if you didn't know.
I don't know.
It's the Omen.
Also posted the wrong video for our Patreon members this morning. So I apologize about that. But the proper version is up now. And that's why, if anybody is wondering, the Patreon members get access to the subbed version, the version we actually reacted to. And people on YouTube get to watch us react to the dub. That's why it's like that. But shout out, Megan, you killed it. You did a great job.
I tried. It was pretty difficult. But yeah, I'm editing more. I'm doing that. I'm gonna be doing that a lot actually for like Dan to Dan, probably for Bleach, and for our Volume 1 Plus stuff. So I'm in the stew. I mean, I have been in the stew. I've been low key with my shorts. I've been low key with some stuff. I've been low key with the Volume 1 Plus, but now, shitty. Now I'm in here.
Speaking of being in the stew, we do have some other things that I want to remind you of before I forget. Bebop, the Bebop finale in full cosplay comes out on Volume 1 Plus tomorrow, which there's always a link to that if you're not subscribed in the description below. The next arc review of Vinland Saga, guess what? It's in the freaking bank, dude. It's in the freaking bank. We recorded it right before this. So it's coming out next week. Just got to get the edit together. Shouldn't take too long. Coming out very, very, very soon. Already recorded.
In the bank. Should be coming out very soon.
Yeah.
We've been cooking silently. I feel like we haven't been posting a lot on our main channel, but we've been cooking silently. We've been cooking in the kitchen with the door closed. But we're letting it open a little bit so you can smell that flavor.
The aroma.
Coming out. So you can be like the cartoon characters drifting away.
To the windowsill with the pie.
To the windowsill.
To the windowsill, to the wall. To the pie.
That's 50 Cent, huh?
Drops down.
Is that 50 Cent?
You know what? I think it's Lil Jon. I think. I could be wrong. And the last thing I want to say is Samurai Champloo, we've already started too, because Bebop is ending. So for our Patreon YouTube members, we're ahead. We
4 episodes.
4 episodes, but they only have access to episode 1 and episode 2, and then they'll have access to episode 3 and episode 4. I think on Tuesday. So we're always ahead. If you want to consider checking it out for free or joining, then you'll be ahead as well. Now we can begin proper.
Okay.
So
we already began.
That was your like weekly peeve, your personal update.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I do have a bit of an update.
An update? Okay. Go off, Queen.
I am going to start my journey back into gardening.
And we know what kind of gardening you're talking about.
Gardening. Gardening. I have...
Oh my God.
Previously, I used to garden a lot. Probably just a lot. Like multiple times a day. Had to garden to get through my day. I'm at a point now where I'm not that way. I've probably been off gardening for like 2-3 years.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. Actually, closer to 4, I would say. And
what would you say you like? How would you describe what you replaced gardening with? Like I
wouldn't say replaced because I wasn't like one or the other. Like I was always like drinking, but then I started like gardening at the same time. But then I just went back to like drinking and stuff. But I want to be better. I want to be better. I want to do better for my body, for my mind, for my soul. I've been feeling this for a while, and I think that like as I've gotten older, it's just gotten to the point where I'm like, what am I even like doing? You know, like why am I like making myself feel like shit? Like why am I waking up with a hangover? Like why am I like literally poisoning my whole fucking body? Like it's fun. Like I'm not gonna like not drink, but I'm definitely gonna cut back a lot just because I'm like I can replace this with this other thing and feel better about myself and about my body.
So the next phase of your plan is to get a gardening pen.
I'm getting a gardening pen. Leave me recommendations because I've been out the game for a while. Not that I like even cared, but I would buy like the cheapest shit, which is like not good for you. But I'm gonna level up my game a little bit. I'm just gonna level up, and it's going to be a journey. You know, it's going to be a journey, but I'm excited to do better for myself.
I'm excited for you. I really, really am. You know, we'll see how that goes. Personally, I could never garden because gardening makes me very paranoid. Very paranoid. Very in my head. Doesn't matter what kind of gardening it is. Always the same. Doesn't matter what tools I'm using to garden. Always the same.
Yeah.
But I'm happy for you.
It's California.
It's a scorcher.
It's California, so it's like literally 96 right now, and it's very hot.
Thought we were on the other end of it.
Yeah, me too. We literally had like 2 weeks where it was like really nice. But yeah,
hey, Tony.
Yeah, Benjamin is a good gardening. I'm gonna do the Benjamin. I don't think I'm gonna be doing like actual flower or anything because, yeah, no. I just rather have the Benjamin for sure.
Yeah, I think that's the move. Before I get into my weekly peeve or personal update,
okay,
let's shout out a couple. One super chat, one member comment.
Okay.
Shout out Beans.
Good smell.
D Zaru. I curse you both, or I curse you with a visit from Granny this night.
Oh, that's not a curse.
Oh shit! Is today the day? Is today the day?
Yeah. I thought you were talking about.
Shooty.
I thought you were talking about Psycho. I was like, that ain't no curse. That's a
Psycho.
blessing.
What do you mean? Psycho.
The other Granny.
The other Granny. There's another Granny?
And Dan.
Oh, Psycho. I thought you were saying like American, like Psycho. I thought you were saying
Psycho.
No, I thought you were saying Psycho, like American Psycho. But yeah, that ain't a curse. Come on now. But I mean, I can't wait for everybody to see what we have seen. I know. It's gonna exceed so many people's expectations.
Yeah.
Why are you looking like that?
I just want to make sure everyone. Gardening is a metaphor
For smoking weed.
Yeah. Because we were like, I support you in your garden, and they're like, oh. And I'm so sorry. I did not mean to mislead.
That's why I kept.
I was talking about like drink, because I said like drinking, so like you would assume that it would be like smoking, but I'm kind of like, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, that's
because I don't have a garden. I don't have space.
You know, because I wanted people to really get it. Because I feel like you were doing a really good job of like selling it as actually gardening. So that's why I kept.
I was just thinking like TikTok, because if you say smoking weed on TikTok, I think they'll take your video down.
I'm sure they will.
So you have to say like gardening. There's like things you have to say on TikTok to get around the like thingy chingas thing.
Right.
But anyway, sorry to interrupt.
But I'm so excited for people to see Dan today, and finally,
I know, me
everybody
too.
tune the fuck in if you haven't seen it,
or
like if you haven't read it, tune the fuck in. Watch this shit. It's gonna be amazing.
I'll just listen to the theme song is my ringtone.
Oh yeah. I could listen to that shit on repeat. Quattro, shout out Quattro.
What can I say? He's an awesome guy.
V1P member, almost 3 years is actually crazy. But shout out the best podcast on YouTube. Also, what horror movies are you looking forward to coming out soon? Also, Josh, I fuck with the fit for real. Also, the pen be hitting before scary movies. Shout out Quattro. Always, always, always. Just gassing
holding
us
it down.
up,
Yeah,
holding us
you're
down,
like
making us feel real good. And I want to return
the favor,
the gas.
Oh yeah,
and say that Quattro's a cool ass motherfucker, and so anything he says, it means that much more because it's coming from a cool ass dude.
for real.
Yeah.
Tiberius said Quattro has been a member for 33 months and he's only been alive for 48 months. Because I think Quattro's young.
Horror movies we're
funny.
looking forward to coming out soon. You have a little bit of a list. We were talking about it recently, like Nosferatu.
Oh yeah, I'll say Dracula. Nosferatu.
What was the one?
I think
with
the rope one came out and they said it was bad.
The Halle Berry one with the rope. That shit looks so good.
But I think the reviews came out and they said it was bad.
Early Folie à Deux reviews are out too and not looking so good. There was is the movie with the girl with the stitches down her back on the poster, is that a horror movie?
Yes, it's called The Substance.
The Substance. I want to see that shit.
I want to see The Substance. I want to see Apartment 7A. I want to see what other one?
We might be a little late to the game, but we watched Bodies, Bodies, Bodies recently by A24.
Oh yeah.
Not bad. Like pretty solid movie.
Yeah, the best part about it was that Pete Davidson wasn't in the whole movie. And that's just a spoiler, but that was like the best part of it.
The best kind of surprise.
Yeah, because that's why I literally I avoided it like the plague because he was in it. And I was like, I do not want to see this. And then he was like not really in it. I was like, yes.
We also saw Cuckoo with Hunter Schafer. Not bad. Not great. Like, I'm not saying like run and go see this movie.
But it's interesting. It's actually it's entertaining. It's an entertaining watch.
Yeah.
I would say it's a very entertaining watch. It will have you like guessing. It will have you like, well, what's going on?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. But I wouldn't say, like I said, like add it, like bump it to the top of your list.
Yeah.
If you're looking for something to watch and you can't find anything else to watch, I don't think you're going to be let down entirely by Cuckoo.
Right. Right.
But yeah, The Substance and Nosferatu, and I thought there was one more. If you haven't seen From on, I believe it's on, and this is where it gets fucking silly with all the streaming services. I think MGM has their own streaming service. Whatever. Yo ho ho. I don't blame people for doing what they got to do, but find From and watch it. Support it if you can, please, because it's not a big show. It's kind of smaller. It's from one of the creators of Lost, and one of the stars from Lost stars in this show too. Amazing, incredible. Season 3 is premiering now. It's eerie, it's scary, it's unsettling, it's mysterious. The mysteries are great. It's just like, it's got gore, it's got horror, it's got scary creatures. It's I can't recommend it enough. The acting's not great in the first season, but the story makes up for it.
And honestly, the second season's you could tell they improved. Or maybe just those characters aren't in it as much. So they're actually showcasing the good actors.
Yeah.
Smile 2 also.
Oh, Smile 2 looks awesome.
Smile 2 looks better than Smile 1, and I will die on that cross. Yeah. Will it be? Not sure. But Heretic.
Oh, Heretic. Yeah, these are great. Heretic is a movie coming out soon about a guy who like takes in these missionaries, these like door-to-door missionaries, lets them into his home, and then sort of it looks like he puts them through some sort of like crazy maze in his house.
Maze.
It looks good, bro. It looks good. It looks real good. A lot of good shit. Bro.
Megan and Josh, have you both seen Barbarian? Yes.
Barbarian's lit.
Yes.
Barbarian's lit.
Krampus? Have you seen Krampus? I've seen Krampus.
I have not.
You didn't see Krampus?
No.
It's actually really good.
I believe it.
I like a little horror. What was the other one that's like a horror like Christmas movie that was going to come out? Oh, never mind. We saw the trailer and it was really bad.
Oh, was that Silent Night?
No, it was like Evil Dead. It was like the guy from Evil Dead.
Oh yeah, there's a zombie movie where
it started off really. I was like, oh, this could be cool.
It's got Ash, Bruce Campbell in it.
Maybe the trailer just makes it look bad. And I want to see the new Joker. Vermilion said they hoed Lady Gaga. She's a good actress.
So I have my guy Dan Merle who does.
Hi, Dan, come on the show.
The reviews that I watch.
Come on the show,
so,
Dan.
Dan, and then everybody knows Jeremy Johns. Okay, if you're in the movie review YouTube space, if that's what you consume, you know Jeremy Johns. Okay, Jeremy Johns very passionate about not liking it being like a not good movie. Dan Merle said he was on the fence about it, leaning more towards he liked it, but they don't stick to the canon at all. And they go a completely different route. He said it felt a little disjointed. It didn't feel very cohesive. It felt like a mismatch of a bunch of different styles, but it looked beautiful and there were really great character moments, some of which were executed well by the end, some of which did not stick their landing. But overall, he said he was on the fence, leaning more towards really good. So I've heard two reviews, and then if you go on Rotten Tomatoes, of course, it's got like a terrible fucking score. But
I was just thinking about we were like talking about on Volume 1 Plus. And if you're not subscribed, go subscribe.
Please.
Even if you don't like any of the shows we watch, just support us. Because we're begging. We're begging you. It was funny. We were thinking about watching the first like 2 episodes of the Cowboy Bebop live action.
Oh my God.
We still might because of how like our reactions off screen were. Like, it is so funny. Like, it's genuinely like it's like a nightmare. Like, it's like nightmare fuel. Like, if you're a Bebop fan, but even if you're not, like, it's so funny.
We just wanted to look up a couple clips because we were like, people were so mad that we even like, I don't think genuinely mad, but they were like, when we suggested possibly watching it, they were like, don't.
They thought we were talking about it's either watching the movie or watching that.
Oh, no.
And we were like, why
but
would
I still think there were some people who were like, don't even fucking waste your time. Like, even if you're doing it as a bit, it's not worth it.
And we watched clips and maybe that's enough. I don't think we need to sit through a whole like video, like episodes. Because, like, just out of context, it's, like, probably one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Like, can we just play that? Oh, you think it'll get copyright? You just play that one part. Fuck. There's, like, oh.
Bro, if you know anything about Bebop, there are 3, like, big scenes that come to mind.
Jet is the best part. I would say that Jet is the best part of the Bebop live action. Everyone else feels like an imposter.
Yeah.
Everyone else feels like they are.
Jet.
No, everyone else like this is not who.
That's not Faye. That's not Spike.
That's not Spike.
And that sure as hell ain't fucking vicious, looking like fucking who'd you say from fucking Shrek? Rumpelstiltskin
or Lord Farquaad. But it's not about how he looks.
It's about the costume and the wig that they put this man in.
What they did to him. Yes. Because even if they put him in that costume and that wig, it's just the attitude and the direction they chose to do that character in was absolutely insane.
Vicious from the show. I even made multiple jokes saying that he sounded like Batman. He's like Spike.
Yeah.
God damn it, we gotta get to the fuck out. I'm gonna take down the syndicate. In the live action.
Pretty good.
In the live action. This is my impression of Vicious from the live action. Hold on. Let me get my prop. Mushy mushy. Spike.
No, what does he say?
I don't know.
What does he call him again?
Fearless. Or something like that.
Bro. But Mans?
Mushy mushy. Literally.
Man. Oh my god, I can't. I'm so sorry. I really didn't think it was going to be that bad. Genuinely and honestly, I was like, well, people were just upset. Like, it's not, PLA. It's like not even Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Hell
like,
no.
It is a whole nother beast in its entirely. And oh my God, just that scene alone. I think that was the first scene that you showed me because I hadn't seen any.
Bro.
That shit took me out. Moshi, bitch. Like, and then his face is so funny. Oh my God. Like, why would he be calling him like that?
And it's just like the writing. There's the other iconic scene. Again,
oh my
the
God.
actor who plays Jet actually does a really good job. He is played by a black actor, and there's another character who's saying something to him, and he goes, "Are you trying to blackmail me?" And she goes, "Jet, you are black and you are male." And it's just like, oh my God, it's just not clever, but it feels like they think they're really clever. And it's just cringe. It comes off as so
or like
cringe.
Or he's like, I want to use a bidet. He's like, I like bidets.
That shit.
And then he's like, it's meant to clean your asshole, Jet.
That's
and I was like,
thing.
why are they cuss so much? They cuss way too much. Like, they're trying to make it adult. You could just make people adult. They're not cussing that much. They're not saying fucking asshole and fucking nasty balls. We're talking about balls.
It wasn't until you pointed that out that I really started to notice Oh, it's a ghost.
The ghost literally knocked it over.
That shit was Luffy fell off the fucking wall right now.
I'm being for real.
Anyway.
I'm being for real. I saw it move. Like, I'm not even joking. I got
it's
that.
Fucking haunted. It's fucking.
I got
haunted.
that secondhand.
It's haunted.
It's going to add energy to the studio.
Okay, now you're making it real. It wasn't real before. Now you're making it real. That's a fucking Dollar Tree ghost, and you know it is. Anyway, so yeah, I didn't notice it until you pointed it out. But bro, it's that scene of them in the cafeteria, and I think it's worse than that. He goes, Jack sits down, and he goes, "They got fucking bidets in the bathroom. Like,
I like bidets.
I should add some of those on the Bebop. They're great
to clean your feet."
No. And he goes, I could stand to clean my feet more. And Spike's like, "Oh no, Jet. What do you mean clean your feet? Those are for your fucking asshole." But it's just like so crazy. Who talks like that?
No one.
Anyway.
It was actually insane. It was actually insane. Someone else said I'd rather watch I'd rather watch Bebop than the Death Note movie.
I don't know.
And I don't think because Ryuk, they have Ryuk.
Yeah, at least we get Ryuk. I would say Jet is like the Ryuk of the Bebop live action.
Yeah.
The only thing holding that shit even kind of sorted together. And it's because
it's just the casting is just not
yeah.
It's
yeah.
It's not even that they don't look like them. It's just like it was a choice to make Spike the same age as Jet.
Weird.
And even Faye, like they're all. Anyway, I do miss Bebop though a lot. I want to watch the movie.
You know what? That'll be my personal update / weekly P2. I'll piggyback off that because the other thing I was going to talk about. Look, we do have our question that we're going to get to, right? But there's some other news circulating.
Oh, brother!
And I don't even know. I don't know if I'm really in the mood to
sit on that soapbox.
To go down that road right now. Because I'm having fun. I'm having a good time, and the world is not all fun and good times.
It's usually not.
Yeah.
It's usually more than likely not all good times. I just find it's just more funny. There's just a lot of funny reactions that have come out, and it's not funny. Like the whole situation, even the fact that it's happening at all is kind of fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And we talked about it, and I guess no one fucking cares. I guess no one cares.
Yeah, it's kind of scary. I don't really want to get like super into it because
I mean, I think it's a big topic of discussion that's happening right now, but it's like, damn, like, okay, we're just gonna say that sucks.
Okay, well, we're talking about the I believe it's the 30th anniversary celebration of Rurouni Kenshin and all of the mangaka that are said to be participating in this celebration.
And by participating, they are drawing.
Right.
They are bringing pieces of their own.
And point blank period, all I want to say, point blank period, is the man was caught with CP. Okay? C fucking P. I don't give a fuck how good the show is. I don't give a fuck
how good the manga is.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck.
And
there's just a point in time when you can't give a fuck anymore. And you have to make a stance.
Yeah.
You know?
People say it's not about him though. It's about the show. Separate the art from the artist. I don't want to. I don't want to go to an R. Kelly cover concert and sing his songs, but not support him. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. It's fucking weird. It's weird. And the culture is different in Japan. Sure. I've heard that a million times. People in the West heard it a million fucking times. I've heard it a million fucking times.
Don't talk to, don't.
They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They don't give a fuck.
Do you? We talked about this too in other episodes that we've done. And I think that people, because what you're justifying, right? Because we're not talking, again, sucks that we have to even say that, but we're not talking about the unfortunate sexualization of high school kids, because that's around the globe. I mean, we have Riverdale, we have fucking Degrassi, we have like all these shows that are showing older people playing kids doing things that you can't show kids doing with each other. Like, that's a thing. Cheerleaders, like, it's a thing in the West. It's a big thing in the West. So like, I hate when I hear you just don't understand. They're different in Japan. They're fucking. It's like, bro, no, you want to justify not that, but even ages lower. That's what you're justifying.
Yeah.
Because we know we've seen that.
Yeah.
We that's a thing that
sexualizing minors exists
unfortunately
in the fucking West. Too,
unfortunately.
Okay? And it's not cool over here, and it's not cool over there, and it's not cool
anywhere.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck if it's the law or if it's not the law. At a certain point, it's just fucking morally right.
And you choose
to not participate in certain things.
You choose what you want to choose, you know?
Yeah.
You choose what you want to choose. If you want to, because, you know, people are like, well, you can separate the artist from the artist. You can separate the art from the artist. You can separate these from that. It's just like with other things, like with like, it's like maybe like Woody Allen. Like there's things that I like. Even like, it was hard for me. Like, I like Ants, the movie. That was one of my favorite movies growing up. Like, that was one of my favorite movies. Like, people were watching Bug's Life. I was watching Ants. You know what I'm saying?
Ants was great.
Ants was great. But guess who's the fucking star? Woody Allen.
He was the star?
Woody Allen is the voice of the ant.
Woody Allen?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. Let me look it up.
I mean, I'll take your word for it, but I thought he was just a director. I didn't think he was like a fucking performer. Or he's been in some of his own movies, I guess.
He's
yeah.
He is the guy.
I didn't know that.
And when I found out all this weird ass shit he was doing, I said, I cannot. Of course, I like that movie, but I can't go around and say, oh, I love ants.
Right.
I can't do it in my heart.
I can't. It's just funny because, and this is the last thing that I'll say. This is like the thing in question. And this person, Sandman, posted a list of everybody participating in the manga that they create or draw or write or both. And the reactions are so funny. People saying like, my goat ain't there. People are saying like, you know, get this man off this list. People are saying obviously like Kubo's goated for not being on it. This shit's sad to see. But there are other people comparing it to like a Diddy list, which, you know, isn't funny, but like culturally, you know, it is relevant right now. And the reactions have been pretty funny. The reactions have Hezbollah. Yeah. It's just, to me, pretty fucking morally wrong to support this man. I don't give a fuck if it's the law or not the law. You do you. And I'm gonna do me. But let's leave the fucking kids out of this shit. God damn.
I'm dying. I got heated up.
Anyway, I saw a couple other super chats coming in. One from Berto Bert.
Good smell. Flavor.
Late 2D game. Emu was spooky as fuck. What the fucking rock star? Hands.
I was like, what are you talking about?
We still haven't watched it. We gotta watch it. It's been an adjustment period, getting used to the new job and stuff.
Woo!
But do you want to get the fan? Do you want to step away and get the fan?
No, I'm good.
You want me to get the fan?
No, I'm good. I should have got my hand fan,
but we still plan on watching it at some point. So it's good to know that they delivered on the spookiness, the spooky factor. Quattro again.
It's your kitchen.
Shout out Quattro. Speaking of ghosts, my college was haunted as if it used to be a mental institute.
Ooh.
Oh, as it used to be a mental institution until like 94 or something. But yeah, I saw some shit. What the fuck did you see? What the fuck did you see?
Whoa.
You had a fucking janitor that you know you would talk to, had a relationship with, and then one day you went to the glass case in the hallway and noticed a picture from 1917 and the janitor was in it. Some shit like that.
Some shit like that.
A beautiful eye. Where's my sound?
What can I say? He's an awesome guy.
Shout out A Beautiful Eye, Tite Kubo, Fujimoto, and Toyotaro, not on the list. The goats. Yeah, the reactions, like I said, of people.
There was also
saying like, "Not my goat's not on the list," or
a conversation of like, yeah, maybe they just didn't get the email, bro, or like they just missed an email or something.
Crazy, funny.
It's just unfortunate. Like I am disappointed.
Yeah.
I continue to be disappointed, and people were like, "That's Oda." Like he's on the fucking list. All of them are on the list.
That's the fucking.
And I'm fucking.
That's the list.
It sucks. Like it fucking sucks, and it breaks my heart because like you don't have to do this.
Yeah.
You don't have to do this. You don't have to do this. Like what the fuck?
It's it's also their culture of respect and everything. And I know that I think that Oda was like an assistant to this person at some point. But yeah.
But it doesn't make it any less disappointing.
No.
And it doesn't make me look at people differently.
No.
No. Grave Encounters? I think I have seen that. Mara. I think I have seen that one. My God. The more I
let me get the fan because no. You can't keep doing this the whole live.
Here, give me this.
Let me get the fan. Because it's freaking distracting me the whole fucking table, everything.
Okay, but the fans doesn't work.
It works.
It doesn't work, you guys. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work.
Know it works.
It doesn't work.
You're being stubborn.
No, it doesn't work.
And now you're going to be flapping pages around. That sounds fucking crazy. That sounds fucking crazy. I'm going to get the fan.
No!
I'll be right back.
I don't want you to.
We could have already got the damn fan by now.
I'm fine.
We could have already got the damn fan.
Fine.
What happened?
My Wi-Fi crashed.
Oh,
is the stream still on?
I mean, it looks good on our end. Anyway, let's move on.
Okay.
To our it's disappointing and it's frustrating and people are doing a lot of fucking gymnastics right now. People are fucking doing a lot of gymnastics right now. Anyway, the question today is, how long is too long? Are these anime worth the wait? What are these anime? Well, I believe the production for Junji Ito's Uzumaki was about 5 years before it finally came out. Pluto by Urasawa, on the other hand, the anime adaptation of that, almost a decade. Its production took almost a decade before it came out. Now, in the era of, I guess, in the current anime climate, with the popularity of anime at an all-time high, and the advancement of technology and things, sometimes it feels like it's hard to strike a perfect balance of quality and also time, right? I'm going to get the fan. I'm not going to listen to you say
I'm fine.
no.
I'm not hot anymore. I'm not fanning myself.
I'll be right back.
It's very disappointing. I'm very disappointed in Josh right now. I'm very disappointed in him. Jonathan R. says, I want to support Lisan Gaib Hestia. Megan, fanning yourself is the only way making yourself hotter. You don't need to use spice to cool down. Dang! Honestly, it actually is making you, it does make me hotter, actually. I feel like I'm melting. And it's not really that hot. Outside, we've been in here in worse conditions, but it's very warm today. Maybe it's what I'm wearing. I don't know. It's just uncomfortable. But yeah, Pluto was damn good. I definitely thought Pluto was worth the wait, though. I'm not sure if Pluto was developed the whole 10 years. It seems stagnant. Thank you, Jonathan R., by the way. Thank you for that, Dono. Developed stagnant. Yeah, Pluto was so good. I have a love-hate relationship with Pluto, honestly. It was beautiful, but I don't want to get distracted. Well, it's good. Thank you, Josh, for making me look stupid as
I literally don't understand how that makes you look stupid.
Because I don't like asking for help. I
guess the other part of that question too was like,
I don't want to interrupt.
Do longer production times lessen the hype? Because while I do think they are able to achieve a higher quality of animation, does it lessen the hype? Is that the fault of the marketing? Does that even matter? Because is what is more important the quality? 10 years from now, are we going to look back and remember that it took 10 years to make? Or are we just going to look at an amazing anime? How do all these things factor in? And I say that because I use these two as examples, Uzumaki and Pluto, because Pluto, even more specifically, was something that was taking so long that I thought got canceled, and was even something that was being speculated to be canceled because there not only was nothing to show, but no information for a long time. There was like an announcement, and then there was nothing for a long time, and people were like, "Damn, maybe it got axed." Until out of the blue, they had something to show. I also think sometimes it can play into expectation, right? Like when you know something takes that long, like, is there a part of you that says like, this should better be good, you know? How do you feel about all of those? Are the questions I kind of wanted to pose. How do you feel about it, Megan?
Sometimes I just wish they don't announce it.
Honestly, yeah. As a video game fan, I think you probably have felt that before with things like Fallout and stuff that take so long to come out.
I mean, again, it's not. I don't know. I don't really care. Like I care in the sense that like, oh, I wish I didn't have to wait when they do announce it, because if it takes a certain amount of time, then like why announce it until if it's like we still have like 6 more years until it's done. I guess it's like looking forward to something. But sometimes I'm just like, damn, I wish I just would have known when it's like a year out or something. And they've been working on it for a long time. I know I don't know how time works, and I'm not an animator by any means. I don't understand everything that goes on with production in that aspect of like the industry. But yeah, sometimes.
I think the argument or the question can change too if you talk about, because in these two examples, we're talking about stories that have one season, but it could change if we're talking about the distance of time between seasons. I'm not really including things like Black Butler and the 1,000-Year Blood War arc that have ended up getting new adaptions that are essentially just continuations, because those, like I said, are continuations. This is like announcing something and then it taking as long as sometimes it takes for the sake of quality for it to get out or to come out. I think in the case of Uzumaki, now only one episode is out. That shit was fucking worth it. That shit was fucking worth it. Spoiler alert for the post-reaction conversation that we have in that episode. But that shit was so good. It almost felt like the entire first episode was entirely fucking rotoscoped. The visual style was cool as fucking hell. And the use of like integrating 3D added to certain moments to make them extra unsettling, extra eerie, extra fucking scary, and nasty. And it really was all of those things. When I watched just the first episode of Uzumaki, I was like, this is what fucking anime is capable of. This is elevating the source material. This is worth 5 years. Now,
there was a lot of reasons why they pushed it for 5 years, though. It wasn't just because they wanted to wait. It was a lot of different
production
things.
issues, maybe even financial issues.
Yeah.
But things like, another example is, because I started thinking about it more, and another example could be this Naruto anniversary special that's supposed to come out. I feel like that is another case. And again, you can't always predict sometimes when these things are going to hit speed bumps. But I feel like people were so excited about that thing. It got delayed. Then there was no news. And now people don't know, is it coming out? When's it coming out? And I feel like there's just going to be so much more scrutiny on it when it does. And by doing that, again, is there a better way to go about it? Are they dooming it to fail essentially because the fans already have certain feelings about it? You know? Mm-hmm. Because Pluto, now let's talk about Pluto. Pluto, when I read the manga, it fucking moved me. It fucking moved me. And I only read the first, I think 1 or 2 volumes. And my eyes recognized that what I was seeing on the screen was visually stunning, I feel like the way that it was released, particularly for that story, and to me personally, this is Josh, this is my own personal opinion, the episodes felt way too long. Too damn long. And I
don't know if it was like a mixture of the episodes or like the source material, but there was a certain point where I was kind of like,
yeah.
Again, no hate, but it was just a bit slow for my taste. It became a bit repetitive. And I know it had to be repetitive because there was things that were repetitive about what was happening within the story, but damn.
And I found myself in that moment feeling like, and I don't know if this really even matters, but I found myself feeling like, damn, it took 10 years to make this shit. I'm not saying it took 10 years actively working on it, but 10 years to get it made, whether it was to secure financing or get over certain hurdles or speed bumps. And it's not connecting with me the way that I hoped it would. And that was a weird feeling. That was a weird feeling. But again, I don't want to take away from the work that the animators did, because the shit was beautiful. It was beautiful. And ultimately...
But I think it just comes down to personal preference.
It 100% does.
Because if you have no problem... Yeah. I mean, it just is... It just... Yeah. Personal preference.
Yeah. It was also, I think, the episode length... And choosing to, which is another point that I want to kind of give Uzumaki, not that they're fucking competing against each other, but keeping it traditional in length to around, 20, 25 minutes an episode, I think is so smart. Even if it means they're cutting, they're trimming, they're doing whatever they need to do to fit all of that into whatever time they have, I think it's going to ultimately pay off. Because again, the first episode, I didn't really notice any glaring issues with pacing. Overall pacing, animation wise, I just thought it was absolutely stunning. I thought Pluto was stunning as well, equally as stunning, if not at some points more stunning for different reasons. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't, because again, and I think my personal bias is coming in because we went to Anime Expo that year and saw the panel and saw them talking about it.
Yeah, that was awesome.
And so it got me even more hype. And to hear the director talk about like making it and what, like the chunk of his life, seeing this man, his physical form on stage, being feet away from him, and him talking about the investment of his life that he spent making this thing. I felt guilty when I watched it, and I was like, damn, that did not hit the way I wanted it to hit, like from a storytelling perspective. And that's just my personal preference, and that's just my own weird shit in my head and in my heart. But yeah. Overall, though, I do think that like taking more time for animation is something that is always more important, and is something that I will always prefer. Even if it does take away from the hype a little bit, it might also work towards the hype's favor.
Definitely. I mean, even Mara's saying, been waiting 5 years for the final season of Fire Force, and I'm really hoping it's worth the wait. I love the ending in the manga.
That was another example. I almost included that in the thumbnail too, because I love Fire Force. I love the anime.
You do.
Come on now.
Come on now.
It's good.
Did you finish season 1 and season 2?
Yeah. I finished all of it.
You watch anime?
Shut up, dude.
Whoa.
Just because I'm not like you, fucking 400 on my MAL.
No,
and
it's
shit.
because there's that's another thing that's happening, obviously, with the discussion of like time and quantity and having a good adaptation. Like, can we wait? It's like there's too many goddamn shows. There's too many shows out now. There's too many fucking shows out now. And I think it's just it's so exhausting. It's like, damn, I'm watching like what, fucking 8 shows in a season? Why do they all have to be coming out at the same time like that? And why do we have so many? Don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. Like, I'm not complaining, but it does get a bit exhausting. Mm. And I have to pick what I really like, and I have to spend time watching things and deciding if I like it or not. And it's just a lot. It's just a fucking lot of shows. God damn. I don't got time to be watching all these goddamn shows.
Yeah, and this next season is popping the fuck off. This was posted in our Discord. This was from, I think it was from Paladin. Yeah, from Paladin. So much shit coming up, dude.
No, I know. It's like crazy.
Bleach.
Quit your job, spend 10 hours a day watching anime. Literally.
But yeah, no, I feel that. I feel exactly what you're saying.
It's just overwhelming, and then like again, it just sucks when you like a show that comes out with a really good adaptation, and then it's like, oh, only one season ever, and you're like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. Like
literally in this season alone, we have fucking ReZero just came out, Uzumaki, Blue Lock, Dan, fucking Bleach, what else? I mean, other ones that Blue Exorcist is coming back this season, yeah. Which I'm excited for. I need to get a refresher though.
Same.
What else? Oh, Hanako-kun. That's actually taken a while to get a second season too. Actually,
so is Blue Exorcist.
Oh, Blue Exorcist. Yeah, it's like on the level of like fucking maybe not Kimi ni Todoke level, but pretty close. It's been a long time. But yeah, and then even the next one is going to be a good amount of shows too. There's just a lot. There's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on. It's why I really do like the core system that a lot of anime have picked up. I feel like the weights between the 1,000-year Blood War arc cores have been like perfect. Obviously, we've seen people be overworked in the case of like JJK, and we've seen what that can do. But I think the core model it seems to work really, really well. I do want to shout out some super chats really quickly. Catch up on those before we move on. Jonathan R. Oh shit! I'm holding off on the sound because you know it's coming. As I want to support.
Oh, I already read that one.
Oh, okay.
The next one then.
I didn't get to play my sound.
Jonathan.
Okay, you can read the next one. Sorry. You can read the next one.
Let me do another one. Let me do some that I don't get to play.
Yeah, hit him with
let's see.
a rare one. Give him
I know, I'm looking for the rare ones.
an extra rare, super rare.
I don't think they're on here.
And
I don't think they're on here. I'm looking for like the JoJo sounds.
Oh,
not
they're on a different
yeah.
file, different thing.
Okay, fine. See that these are I use these too much.
Any second.
Jonathan R, is it just me or does the sign in the back say Crouton?
Mm-hmm.
Crouton 100 because of the bend and the light. Also, next time, Josh Beard, say the fan is for you.
I like the little performance.
Look at that.
Oh, that you put on that.
What is that? Who is
This
that?
caution haunted, Jonathan
I hate
R.
that fool. Look at that.
I mean, you're playing a whole ass song, but okay.
Who is that? I hate that.
It's a banger. But but you're saying the light
Caution haunted.
and the bend.
It says caution haunted because
You know
it is
what?
fucking haunted.
It
actually,
says
in
crucian haunted. Okay, it says crucian haunted. Actually, shout out Jonathan R. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for no shiny
What can I say? He's an awesome guy.
Shiny Yin says, one thing I hate TV shows now a day. It took them 2-3 years just for mid-season sometimes. Why do shows like Wednesday take 3 years to make? Honestly, Shiny Yin, based.
Stranger Things.
Based. Stranger Things. Why the fuck
Prime example.
is it taking so long to make that show?
Prime
Acting
example.
like it's fucking Pride and Prejudice. Acting like it's a fucking American classic and shit.
Pride and Prejudice.
That's the first-
What
it's
the
the
fuck
first-
are you talking about?
The first like American classic, you know, because I would think that they'd want to really like honor that, you know, because it's like a
No, Stranger Things is and it's insane to me. That's a show that like you think that they wait so long between seasons that like no one's gonna care when it comes out, but then like everyone cares, and you're like, damn,
yeah.
it happens every time. It
Yeah,
happens
they get me every fucking time.
And
I'm like, no one's gonna care this time.
and then it's like, if only cool.
yeah.
And you're like, oh, they got me.
Or the fucking what was the song? Stacy, not Stacy, the girl, Chrissy, wake up.
You
Like,
know that actress?
Yeah.
You know that actress is dating this YouTuber?
Uh-huh.
You know like Tara
no,
Yummy?
I have no idea.
I showed you who that is.
Okay, but give me context.
Okay, the ex-girlfriend and the ex-boyfriend.
Oh yeah.
You know that other little emo guy that they hang out with?
Okay, yeah, kind of vaguely, maybe.
They're dating in
Crazy.
real life.
Crazy.
And
Good for them.
it's just really odd
Good
because
for
it's
them.
like, it's literally her.
Chrissy, wake up.
Oh, God. That's who you should be for Halloween.
Eddie Munson. Johnny
That would
fucking
be-
Storm.
That would
Johnny,
be-
whatever his name is.
We should be cringe characters for Halloween. So
I
you
like
could be
that.
Eddie Munson.
I like that.
And who's another cringe?
Johnny Blaze. Is Johnny Blaze? No, Johnny Blaze is
That's not Johnny
that's
Blaze.
Ghost Rider, I think. Who's another cringe character?
Wednesday.
Yeah.
That's cringe.
Yeah, you be Wednesday and I'll be Eddie Munson. Chrissy, wake up. But yeah, dude, why is it taking so long? And that's another thing.
I'm losing my mind.
I honestly feel like what I just said earlier about like the expectation, the hype getting to a point, the expectation getting to a point that is unrealistic to achieve because you're taking too damn fucking long. And I know why. It's because the little fucking strangers, fucking Millie,
Strangers.
the little stranger Millie and the little stranger Will and
The little stranger Millie.
and what's the other one's name? Will.
Do
and,
not call them little strangers. That's a crazy thing to say. Do not call the cast
That's
of
what their-
Stranger
that's what their
Things
club is.
little
Dusty.
strangers.
The little strangers.
Their club is not little strangers. The little strangers Millie. The little stranger.
Dusty.
No.
And fucking whatever his name is.
No,
I know
no
it's
little
because-
strangers.
I know it's because
They have
they're-
other
yes,
projects and they're
yes.
trying to, they're like, Millie Bobby Brown just got married.
That to who? Drake?
Oh my god.
Congratulations, Millie. But yeah, and
What
I get
is
it.
wrong with you?
Ain't nothing wrong with me. What's wrong with Drake?
I don't know.
I'm
Not
just,
so little anymore. They're 25.
but I'm saying it's because they got other jobs, and I get it. They want to break away. I get it.
They do, because they're like, this shit is taking way too long, and it's stopping us from like pursuing our career.
And they should. They're all talented.
The Little Wednesdays.
But the Little Wednesdays. But my point is, now it's to a point where when that show comes out, it better be fucking Oscar worthy. It better be fucking Emmy.
It's not
worthy. It better.
But you know that even if it's not, it's still gonna. People are gonna still treat it like it is, because that's the world we fucking live in, Josh.
And let people,
let
people have it.
Let them have it.
Let them have it.
Let them have it.
Let them have it.
They're gonna get it. They're gonna take it.
Because you know what? I'm watching it. I'm watching
I watch every season. I'm not trying to be a fucking hater. I'm just saying, Stewie Griffin never changed.
That's true.
Josh, that only sounds like censorship.
What sounds like censorship? What?
Peter.
Berto Bert.
The boss is here.
That's
Shout out Berto Bert. Not a fan of dubs, but Uzumaki English dub delivered.
We got I was checking the comments, and we got a comment. We got like 2 comments being like, "Why the dub?" Because we always get hate for watching the dub. I literally just explained it to y'all, so like I'm not about to like post a comment and be like, "Actually, I did it's fine." But there was another comment that took it really personally, and it said like, "I don't understand why you don't watch it, and like, do you hate my language?"
Oh, that's crazy.
And do you hate the original voice actors?
So
do you hate my language like sad face? Like,
you know what's so funny? Is we watched the sub.
I know, but they don't know.
But you couldn't read the subtitles. We were doing it.
Yeah, because then
for the viewer.
Yeah, it's hilarious to me. It's so weird, because it's like, do you want to watch like some of it, or do you not want to watch it at all? Do you want this discussion portion? Like, it's very confusing when it comes to reactions and that sweet spot of like, what do people actually want,
or what do people who watch our videos want? You know.
From us.
Yeah, from us. Because I feel like we have longer conversations than most people do. So do we get a different breed of people because of that who enjoy that, right? You know what I'm saying? I like to think that I like the conversations that we have with people in our community about the shows we watch. I'm not trying to take away from anybody else, but I think that I hope I should say that we strike a pretty good balance of like reacting and having like conversations about the episodes that we watch. It's not really, you know.
Ramsey said, "I think the Uzumaki video is perfect." Thank you, Ramsey.
Thank you.
That means a lot.
Thank you.
That means a lot. We'll get to this next super chat from none other than Jonathan R.
You know, you freaking love him.
We need more sounds.
I know. Make a list. Check it twice. Please. I'm asking you. Please.
Can you hit me with a...
What do you need?
Oh, there's no pen.
What do you need?
Okay, I'm gonna like telepathically send it to you. Okay?
I'm exploding. No.
You didn't even let me do it. You already hit it.
Okay, well, telepathically send it now. I got it. You want me to hit him with this one? I know.
When the moon hits the sky
no,
like a big pizza
you're not
pie?
getting it.
Hit it again?
Okay.
It's because I wasn't hearing it.
Okay.
Okay. Interesting.
It's too big, too long. Oh my gosh.
Which one?
It's Badissi.
Oh.
It's always Badissi. It's the one that I do not have. You have all the good ones, and I have all the not so great ones.
Well, we need to cycle them out.
Because I don't have Badissi, and that's like one of my favorite of all time.
Okay, well then we'll get you Badissi. We'll get you some Badissi.
I'm having Badissi withdrawals. How much of this is based on the fact that we have become generationally accustomed to short attention spans? So how much of the episode length was a problem for Pluto, or is it more of an us problem?
That's a very
good question. I think that when it came, I wouldn't, because when I heard it was going to be hour-long episodes each, I was very excited. I understood that the story like needed that to get through all of it and to give it the time that it deserved. I will say though, this story became very repetitive, and there were things that it's like, you know, detective story and other things like that, but once you start to understand what's actually happening, it became more of like, okay, can we just like get those questions answered quicker? There was a lot of episodes I was like, I really didn't know how to feel. I feel like if I read it, I would have had a better time. I feel like it would have felt differently. I think just watching it just wasn't necessarily the best watch in terms of like
pacing for you.
For me. And it wasn't like, oh my god, there's no fighting. Like, no, it was just like
a lot of reveals and information.
And then it went to nowhere, and then it like waited. It just felt really long.
Felt drawn out.
It felt drawn out, and it yeah. That's well, pretty much it.
Let me add my 2 cents, Jonathan R. I think that there probably is some truth to that, right? I do think that overall attention spans have for sure gotten shorter. However, I like to think that I still, and I think Megan, and I think a lot of people in our community are very similar, don't mind long things. Like, don't clip that. Don't mind like long episodes, long movies.
Not at all.
Even
you
like,
just have to like. I was gonna make another joke.
You just have to
know how to. You have to know how to work with it.
Yeah, you have to know how to work with it. And
because not everyone is accustomed to
things that long.
Things.
Yeah,
because it's like a thing that you over time can navigate.
Yeah. But I genuinely I do I think I have a pretty decent attention span, and I try to keep myself in check too. But I'll sit in a 4-hour movie. I've seen 4-hour movies that are entertaining. You know, shows that are have long episodes that fly by. But there are some that don't fly by, and I think it could be a little bit of both. Honestly, I think it could be a little bit of both. Shout out Beans. Let's give Beans.
Bro, losh for real.
Just something different. Talking about long waits, I looked at new OPLA photos, and it's crazy that they're barely starting Little Garden. I may have overestimated the timing. What's also, I don't know if it's necessarily true for OPLA. I'm sure it is, but it could be very much be being filmed out of order. That's typically how it goes with 99% of productions and stuff. So it could be. Maybe I'm wrong, and maybe in this specific case they're doing it a little different. But they might have a lot already done, and Little Garden they were just holding off on for production reasons. You know. Would you say that as well? Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe it was the last thing that they're filming.
Imagine it could be. It could literally be the last thing.
But again, with like that, like it could take fucking 5 years.
And honestly,
they just can't. I know it won't, because they can't afford to wait 5 years.
Because
that's the point. Like if I know if you have time, if you want to make I then go for it. Like I am so fucking here. But I know if you don't, then I'm expecting it.
And I feel like the hype, not from One Piece fans, but from your average viewer that watched season 1 of the live action and is waiting for season 2, I think the hype will start to die down the longer you take, right? I think people expect like, oh, okay, maybe a year and a half, 2 years. You start taking longer than that. I think the average person, not the One Piece fan, but the average viewer might move on.
But then it comes back.
Maybe.
Stranger Things.
Maybe.
Then it comes back and they're like, oh my God, this is like my personality.
Stranger Things is an outlier in that way, though. I feel like a lot of shows hope for that, but somehow Stranger Things, it just does that.
Damn. I was thinking about like Stranger Things season 1 and how much of a like cultural reset that was. Like season 1 of Stranger Things. Like it makes me feel that nostalgia about like season 1 of like My Hero.
Oh yeah.
Oh, speaking of not in like a good way. Are we ready to move on? Or did you want to talk about it a little bit more? Because I was just going to bring up my article.
Oh, you can bring it up.
Okay. Not like speaking of My Hero, but some sad news. And this one hit me a little close to home because I really did love her songs, and I did love this song in particular, the ED of Erased. Mm-hmm. If you watched Erased. But the singer-songwriter Sayuri dies at 28 recently, which is very sad. And it just sucks. Japanese singer Sayuri, known... Oh, I was reading that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Known for performing theme songs of anime as licorice. I never know how to pronounce that. It's not licorice.
It
It's
is.
like it is.
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's not how you spell licorice.
Licorice.
It's licorice or something.
Okay, licorice. I don't
Licorice.
fucking know.
Recoil, Scum's Wish, Erased, and My Hero Academia passed away on September 20th. And she did the season 4 ending for My Hero. Again, the Sing Yesterday. Oh, no. This is a different one. Licorice, yeah. Recoil, Sing Yesterday to Me. And she also did the Golden Kamui opening for season 2. And like I said, the ED for Erased is like, has to be one of my favorite EDs of all time. I love that song so much. And I love that series. So I just wanted to say rest in peace. You gave us a lot of great songs to feel emotional to and to remember these great series by. So I just wanted to say rest in peace to her.
For real. Shout out A Beautiful Life for posting that in the community
Thank you,
live
A Beautiful
section.
Life.
And shout out A Beautiful Light for a super chat they sent in as well. It doesn't matter because they should have already watched the show on their own legally, then watch your reaction later. See A Beautiful Light? You get it.
Yeah, I know.
You
Yeah.
freaking get it. And
Yeah.
you would think that, and maybe people don't, maybe, I don't know. I mean, maybe.
I don't think people would. That would be crazy.
Oh my God. This just in. Hot off the fucking presses. Bookmark it. Only Megan would care about this. Only Megan would give a fuck.
That's not true. A lot of people would.
I don't understand why. But okay, I'll pull it up. Good Smile. You know him. You love him. Just announced a new Nendroid. A Nendroid that the anime community has been clamoring for, waiting patiently on the edge of their seat for. What is that Nendroid, you might ask? None other than the iconic Garfield.
Woo! Let's go.
Garfield.
There's
Really?
a good One Fest 2024 Shanghai. So there's a I think a convention going on right now. Wonderfest 2024. They're releasing a lot of figures. I think that Faye and Spike are getting Nendos if they didn't already, which are very cool.
Maybe they're like reprints, or maybe they're first time drops.
Oh, first time drops. We're getting a pop-up parade. Frieden Journey Season 2 is coming.
Oh, it is. That was my article that I was.
Oh, fuck! I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. Megan is a huge Garfield fan. Likes
Love
to fancy
Garfield.
herself a Garfield, which is absolutely absurd.
I would say I'm closer to Garfield than any
Okay.
not canonic, any like character, like
In the
fictional
Garfield-
character.
in the Garfield universe, or just
in the Garfield universe,
you
no
just mean,
question.
like, in general,
No question.
In the fictional
Yes.
universe, period.
Yes, like
Oh my
we're
God.
the most similar, I think.
Fucking crazy. Speaking of Frieren, I don't know why it came out that way, but speaking of Frieren, season 2 did officially get announced. Now, this is, I don't think, shocking to anybody. I don't think this is fucking news to
But
anybody.
when is it coming out?
But it was just recently released officially and announced that officially season 2 is a coming. They
Woohoo.
came out with a little teaser. I already kind of peeped it. Nothing really too crazy. It's just their weapons, Freeren's briefcase, Fern's staff. What's his name again? His axe. What's that fool's name?
I literally forgot.
Why the fuck did I forget? And a new poster.
I looked up Free Room, but I spelled it wrong, and then like the Friends cast came up.
But Stark. Aha! I did it.
You miss your boy, huh?
Who? Oh yeah. It doesn't have a date, I don't think. Chat.
What's the date?
What's the
I'm
date?
just kidding. You miss Sign. Do you
Yeah, I do.
craft more or Sign?
Let me see him again. Oh, Sign all the way, bro. The fucking priest, not the other fucking elf. He's okay. He's whatever. There are legends about him, whatever. But the other fucking priest who joined momentarily,
yeah,
and then left.
Yeah.
Best. One of the fucking best top tier characters. Better fucking come back around. Better rejoin. Or I'm gonna have some fucking words.
Whoa, I'm looking at some other characters.
Okay.
It's cool. It's
Jesus.
cool. It's cool.
Can't help yourself.
Frieden, journey
people and emotion.
in the rain. I miss Bebop so bad.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't felt this way about a show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess I do. I did then when we stopped. What's it called? Gios.
Yeah, you were in it.
But I do miss Bebop.
I do too. We're it's not out yet, but we're 4 episodes into Champloo.
Champloo.
And it's good, but at the beginning of every show, or like new series that we react to, there's always this like weird transition period of like getting over the loss of the previous show and getting used to the new show. Inevitably, every single time it hooks us, and then we're all in on that thing and sad to see that thing go. But I would say the first 2, 4, 6, like the first 6 episodes sometimes, because we record them in twos, it's just hard to let go of the show that we just finished reacting to. So I've definitely been missing Bebop too.
I miss it. I just keep hearing like, call me. Literally
what?
sad.
It is. And we're going to watch the movie, okay? So it's not completely over yet.
Do you guys want to see Tony's outfit?
Oh, his new fucking Halloween outfit. Oh, they're applauding. They want to see it. He's chilling hard right now. This is going to wake him up. Megan, what have you done? This is his Halloween outfit. Wow. Peanuts.
I'm exploding. Oh.
That's a more?
It's so funny seeing him in a shirt. It is. I don't know what it is about seeing dogs in shirts, little dogs in shirts. That is so fucking funny to me. But there he is. He's in the Halloween spirit, the Spooktober spirit. So Vinland is in the bank, right? This is what I wanted to talk about here at towards the end. Vinland's in the bank, coming out definitely next week. I'll say probably Monday, Tuesday, around that time. Our goal is to really do some Spooktober stuff this month.
Yeah.
React to or do some manga reviews that we just want to do. Do some Halloween-y, scary, spooky stuff that we want to do. Because
this is our channel.
And I think that there are a lot of people in our community who really want that from us. And we want to deliver. We want to deliver. So
I want to do a karaoke live stream.
I know you do.
I want to do a karaoke
then
live stream.
You got to set up Twitch.
I don't know how to do that.
I didn't know how to do it either.
Jesus. See, this is why I don't ask for help, because when I do, I get turned down.
Is that why I got the fan for you?
I didn't ask for that.
That's why you don't ask for things, so that when people say, when they tell you what they've done for you, you can tell them that you didn't ask for that. Wow, we're learning. No, I know you've been wanting to do that for a long time.
I have been.
And we're gonna do it. It just is one of those things that isn't necessarily hasn't been super high on the priority list, but needs to be bumped up a little bit. Okay, there are a lot of things on the fucking priority list that need to be bumped up a little bit. Okay, but the list is fucking long. All right. Spooky. What else is spooky that we want to do? Some manga reviews. Shibuya Goldfish is something that I never got to read.
Shibuya.
That I think would be funny. Oh no! You know what? More than that, You know what? That manga Tista,
Tista.
the manga,
Mushka.
the
Mickey
manga
Mouse.
by the creator of Spy Family. We saw that on a like a Halloween like manga display at Barnes Noble.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a Halloween manga. I don't even think it's a spooky manga. I think it was just there.
It's kind of like it's a thriller.
Yeah, I think so. And it's only 2 volumes, I think. Because on the back of the second volume, it says the final volume. So.
And we'll probably do a scary game stream for sure. My brother was playing Outlast, and that looked pretty scary.
It looks cool.
We want to do obviously a live stream on either Halloween or that weekend, but I think probably on Halloween because it's like a Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that'll be a live stream. Maybe depending on Josh's work schedule too. We'll have to figure that out. I don't know if we have our costumes locked and loaded. What did we say we were gonna do? That was funny.
We've had a lot of like behind the scenes conversations, but I can't remember what we like landed on.
What was funny that we were like, that would be really good?
I did buy. I don't think it's spooky necessarily either, but I did buy.
Call of Cthulhu one shot would be fun.
That's what you really want to do, and I really want to do that too. Like I really want to fucking do that. Like really
it would
want
be
to fucking do
yeah,
that.
it would be fun because we have a group that we play with. I don't know how comfortable they would be to be on like a live stream.
I've asked them about it before, and they've said they were down.
But yeah,
let's fucking do that. It might be towards the end of the month, but let's do that.
We'll see.
I bought volume 1 of a manga because I want to talk about it. Daemons of the Shadow Realm.
Daemons of the Shadow
the manga
Realm.
By the creator of Full Metal Alchemist. I bought it. I have volume 1, and I bought it so that we could have it, so that it would stare me in the face, and it would whisper to me, "Read me, read me, read me," so that you can record a review, because I've been wanting to read that for a very long time. So now that Vinland is finally in the bank, has been recorded, we can start moving on to some other stuff, some other things.
Tiberius with a great suggestion. Viewer submitted scary stories.
I'm fucking down. Ghost stories?
And then we
campfire stories, scary stories? I love that shit. That's a great idea.
I wish I had enough time. I mean, maybe I do. It's just not as fun, create your own adventures if it's just one person playing.
Oh,
but
yeah. But that's what the Call of Cthulhu thing will be.
Yeah, but that's like different. That's like way different. But that would be fun. And we could set it up like they do on fucking Critical Role, where you could be the DM. We could set up the set.
Bro, I feel probably the most comfortable GMing Call of Cthulhu because it's just
we've played a lot too,
and we played a lot. We've played a lot, so
I know everyone that we play, the group that we play with, like that's probably our favorite. We have that, and then we stepped away from like the Fallout campaign that we were doing. But
we completed the first section of it.
Yeah,
and so the GM for that game is working on the next adventure. But also, me and Megan really want to play D&D, so we have some other people that we're trying to like set up a D&D thing with. But Call of Cthulhu, I think, is that specific group's also their probably like favorite thing to play as a group, and also like the thing they're most comfortable playing, and like comfortable in the sense that I think we're also the most comfortable in role playing as characters from that game.
Yeah.
As well, yeah.
Cthulhu Confidential is a TTRPG for 2 players.
Oh, Cthulhu Confidential.
Cthulhu Confidential? I hardly knew her.
Let me write that down.
Call me.
Viewer submitted. Because this shit, that was a good idea too, Tiberius.
Yeah.
Submitted.
And feel free to leave your suggestions in the Discord too. Again, we take those into consideration fully because we also are thinking of segments and stuff, and it's fun to include everyone and see what you guys want to see from us, what would be entertaining, and even costume suggestions too.
Yeah, costume suggestions. Put that as a priority because I want to start getting some ideas because it's going to take a long time for us to really like execute.
I mean, I feel like I wrote like one down.
There was one that was really fucking funny.
I know.
And we couldn't, and I can't remember it. But in the meantime, I do want to shout out Jonathan R.
That's more?
Shout out to the Tomie character analysis you guys did a few years back when you were doing some Junji Ito binges. That was fun. I remember we did Shiver, we did Tomie, we did Uzumaki. We got through a good amount of Junji. What?
Junji Ito.
I would put maybe Uzumaki.
Have you guys read or watched Parasite? I've watched a majority of Parasite.
I haven't. I have not.
It's good.
I want to though. That's the thing about finding things to react to too. It's like either she's seen it, I've seen it, or whatever. But Champloo is one of those ones that miraculously neither one of us had seen.
The sun will rise and
there was something else I wanted to mention too. It's gonna be a good month. I'm putting that out there. Finally getting used to the work schedule. Doing the damn thing. It's been kind of challenging here and there. I'm not gonna lie, dude. This is after this live, I'm gonna get a little bit of a break. I'm gonna get a little bit of time to relax. Not too long. Don't get too
crazy.
Yeah, don't get too crazy. But I'm gonna finally get a little.
Yeah,
time
they've
to
been working like a dog.
Yeah, I like the work though. I really do. I genuinely like the work.
Dog.
I like the work. I do not mind the work, and I like the environment, and I genuinely also feel a lot more comfortable. Financially and stuff like that. I've been able to, look at things and
he just bought something pretty expensive.
I did. It was my first splurge for me. I did. I mentioned it in the last community live, but
do you want to go get it?
Nobody cares about Doctor Who. Oh, it's always right by me.
Oh yeah, but you show it off.
It's always right by me.
But this is the last thing we'll show.
Okay, it's a little show and tell. Bonus segment, show and tell.
I'll do the drum roll.
In the last community live, I talked about, my favorite show of all time, Doctor Who. I don't know if it's my favorite show of all time, but it's up there. It's fucking up there. Okay, I love Doctor Who. I have a special, different love for that show. The newest season, starring Shuri Gatwa as the Doctor, just released, and as is tradition with new Doctors, each new Doctor gets a new sonic screwdriver. And with each new sonic screwdriver means a new dent in my fucking bank account. So without further ado, I present to you Shuri Gatwa, the 15th Doctor's sonic screwdriver. That's right. This is one of the most beautiful sonic screwdrivers. Character options. It's a UK-based company. This is one of the most controversial sonic screwdriver designs. However, the build quality, the electroplated finish, stunning. This is not only a prop replica, but it's almost a one-for-one screen-accurate replica with so many fun functions and features, lights and sounds. Don't get too excited. If you want to take a closer look, I can show you how this bad boy works. The functionality, the build quality, all of it, of the utmost top tier craftsmanship. I'm blown away by it. I couldn't stop smiling. I was overcome with a feeling of joy that few things bring a man of my level of
trauma,
nerdness and age. This made my heart go doki doki.
Happens in that a long time.
Some people might say, that other things do that for them, but this is what does it for me. Oh yeah, it feels good. Anyway, honestly, genuinely, I was so excited. I was so fucking excited when it came. I really felt childish, but not in a bad way.
Child wonder.
Yes, not in a bad way. Not as a thing that I'm embarrassed to be. I felt like I was a kid again. In the way that you feel when you get a gift on Christmas, except you're getting it for yourself. I was just so happy. I was just so happy, dude. And it's the little things in life. You know, the little things in life. And that was a little treat to myself. So I just wanted to share that. Thank you for reminding me, Megan.
You're welcome.
It's beautiful. And if you're a Doctor Who fan, get it while you can.
If you're a Doctor Who fan, get it while you can, because they're going hot.
It's like Josh is working on QVC. I'll take 5. And never lose your whimsy. I like that a lot. Yeah. Tiberius says, it's okay. I'm 34. I'm a 34-year-old man with a daughter who bought a Yoko Littner figure not long ago. Man. I mean, that's one of the, I think that is one of the best things about being like a quote unquote nerd is that like we have, you can be a mature adult and be a nerd. It's never been a negative thing to me. It's just, to me, it's always meant that like we have never just lost the whimsy. Like we have never lost or been like ashamed enough to like put the things we love away. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and so that's what's so cool, I think, about being a nerd is because you're just being like unapologetically yourself, you know? You could be mature, you could be an adult, you could be all these things.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. Oh, Penguin came out too. I heard good things about Penguin. Dan, hey, Josh, Megan, did you ever get that information I tagged you in on Discord about the Uzumaki runtime? Long story short, not every episode. Seems like it's going to be 20 minutes.
Some of them might be longer.
Okay.
Okay.
I think, I'm sure one of us got it. If it, sometimes since we're logged into the same account, if one of us clicks it, the other one doesn't get to see it. But that's good to know. That is good to know. And I don't know if you were here when we talked about our feelings about the first episode. Brilliant, stunning, beautiful, amazing, incredible. Even the fourth Doctor says, what's the point of being grown up if you can't be childish sometimes? That's what I'm fucking talking about, dude. The fourth Doctor said that. Doctor Who always has the fucking
maybe
nuggets.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
Always has the
maybe
nuggets.
I shouldn't have brought it up. And I do this every time.
I'm just in my bag.
But
dude.
I can't mention Garfield. Oh, God forbid if I mention fucking Garfield.
When's the last time you watched, or actually, have you ever read a Garfield comic before?
Yes.
Are you being honest?
But again, my love for Garfield transcends.
Did you watch the new animated Garfield movie? Have you seen anything other than the fucking Bill Murray live action Garfield movies?
But those are the best.
Do you own any Garfield memorabilia?
Those are the best ones, though. A Tale of Two Kitties. That movie's fucking peak cinema. He has a British brother. He's a twin.
You're wild for that.
No, he's not a twin. I think he's just a doppelganger. They're not related.
Oh my God.
But that's even more freaking supernatural. Doppelganger?
Oh my God.
Anyways, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, a little shorter.
Thank you.
Today.
Thank you for being here.
Paladin said Penny
for
Dreadful.
Hanging out.
Not yet. But I need to watch it. There was another show that we watched the first episode of. It's called Evil, and it came recommended by even Nolan. We watched the first episode. It was good, but it was like not like enough to really like make us feel like we needed to watch the second episode. But then we talked to Nolan, and Nolan was like, "That show's fucking lit and awesome, and you should definitely continue it." So But Penny Dreadful is still on the list.
Yeah.
Even Tiberius getting in the freaking Doctor Who spirit saying Alon Z. Let's fucking go, Tiberius. But yes, it is time for us to call it a day. I apologize. We just got done recording it was like about
Don't apologize.
an hour and a half Vinland episode.
Josh has been working like a dog. He gets no days off.
You
have no days off.
I live for this shit. Oh, that everything is fucking haunted. It's really fucking Spooktober.
I'm telling you, this is Caution Haunted for a reason. Crouton Haunt. Did you read this chat?
I think this one might have just come in.
Okay. Sorry, one more. Sorry about that. Uzumaki was originally published in 3 volumes. Since the announcement, we're only expecting to see 4 eps. Was the pacing impactful enough to warrant 4 episodes?
Published in 3 volumes since the announcement, we're only expecting to see 4 eps.
To be completed in 4 episodes?
So I I would say that if what Dan is saying is true, then I could definitely see it being paced properly. Because Dan is saying that essentially not every episode is going to be 25 minutes or whatever. Some will be longer. Sometimes they'll do that for like a finale. Well, they'll say like, oh, it's going to be 4 or 5 episodes, but the last episode is going to be an hour or 2-hour finale or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so maybe if they go that route and have longer episodes, I think the pacing will be fine. 3 volumes with some longer episodes. They'll still probably have to maybe make some cuts, but I think it could work. I think it could work. The only thing, Winston, give me the lovin'. Fuck. I love the fucking Doctor Who shit. I love it. Don't make me get the Sonic back out. We'll never fucking leave. The only thing left to do now is to get out of here on our outro. It's always the same and never changes, which today, Megan, is. And while we thank Quattro.
Thank you, Quattro.
Oh my God. Quattro.
Thank you.
Just gifted 1 Volume 1 podcast membership. Shout out Gordukes,
I don't know.
who was gifted. Welcome, Gordukes.
I don't know. Spooktober.
Something about, you know, we like
Welcome Spooktober.
we like
Happy
'em.
Volume Ween. That's crazy.
That's good. Happy Volume Ween. I like that a lot.
Really?
Yeah. Shout out Beans.
Happy Volume Ween. Volume Ween.
Badissi withdrawals was funny as fuck too.
Pony.
Let's say Happy Volume Ween, just to get in the spirit. Like this is the first time that we have recorded something with the new studio with the decorations you put up. Long things are always better. I was thinking we could use something with that too. All right, let's do Happy Volume Ween. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out with us. Stay tuned for all the stuff that we mentioned coming out. Bebop finale. Check out Uzumaki if you haven't already. Vidland coming next week. Dunland Saga, the slave arc or farmland saga coming next week. Should be a One Piece stream coming either tomorrow or Friday as well. Thank you. We fucking love you. And until next time,
Happy Volume
Ween!
Yeah.